Good Monday morning to you. Hope you're having a good one so far. If you're not, it's okay. We're going to help you out with that. Get a cup of coffee, sit down, relax, watch the show, have a couple of laughs, especially at him. Thank you to KC Security for sponsoring the morning show every single day. We certainly appreciate it.
Our computer didn't want to get up this morning.
No.
Like we kind of froze. Like, what's going on? The computer froze.
How was your weekend?
Well, I don't know.
Look at you, Bonsu.
That's because they're on the show today and because it's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
My weekend was good. Friday night, went to the karaoke event for Sault Ste. for Kids.
Oh, yes.
It was basically a meet and greet for the teams and a chance for them to get together and just have some fun. Boy, oh boy, there are some voices in Sault Ste. for Kids this year.
Yeah?
Yeah, and normally this little meet and greet event for Sault Ste. It's you usually go to a little restaurant or whatever, establishment, take a meeting room, and the teams say, hi, this is the team from this place, this is the team from that place, here are the rules. Well, it was kind of a dry event, really. And so, you try to make it fun with appetizers and stuff, but instead this year the organizer was like, let's do it, it's all about, let's get up and sing. So we went to the Grand Gardens Verde Ballroom, and the event started at 7 o'clock. Keith and I got there around 8, and you never know how, we were there until after midnight.
Wow!
We had the best time with the Sault Ste. teams.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. What a positive experience. You asked me to judge one year.
Yeah.
And,
you judged the very first year.
Yeah. It was so phenomenal to see how all these people, just get together and
rehearse with two
and
mentors.
Just so dedicated,
vocal
and professional.
And choreography,
It's awesome.
But it was really fun to hear because you don't get to often hear individual voices in Sault Ste. Because they're singing in harmonies and they're singing together. There's not always solo stuff. So really fun to hear a lot of these people get up and sing solo.
Right on.
Yeah, we had a great time. And then Saturday was Lalo. Sunday, we rehearsed all day for the Addams Family.
Right. So you're busy.
Always busy.
Did you watch the SAG Awards?
I did watch the SAG Awards. Wait,
what a great show.
Can I stop you first?
Yes.
Because you mentioned KC Security.
Yes.
We got in trouble from KC Security. We were scolded. We were reprimanded by Nathan. Nathan, who's a good boy from Newfoundland. He's from Newfoundland. And we were talking about, we mentioned some places we mentioned Screech and we mentioned Dildo. Dildo is not in Nova Scotia. Dildo is in Newfoundland, and you get screeched in Newfoundland, not in Nova Scotia. So our apologies to Nathan and all of Newfoundland. If you can hear me through the snow,
right? Man, did they get nailed! Oh,
I saw a picture.
The Army's going in.
Did you see the garage door go up? There's a picture of a guy with a video. He said he presses his garage door and the garage door goes up and it's just snow.
Yeah, it was.
Another guy, front door of his house. His doorbell was going.
No.
There was so much. He opened his door. His doorbell's going, and you can see the snow, solid snow to the top of his door, shaped like the patterns on his door, and his doorbell was ringing because there's so much pressure on the door.
Oh my word!
Anyway, thoughts to them?
That's crazy. Yeah, you know what?
Look at the cars buried.
A lot of snow.
So did Ottawa sent them some people?
Yeah, Ottawa sent the Army in.
So yes, the SAG Awards. I did.
Yes.
I watched them last night. I enjoyed it.
You know what? I thought it was really nice. I thought it was positive. One of the highlights, I think, was after the show. Social media this morning is all abuzz because Brad Pitt won the Best Supporting Role for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then Jennifer Aniston won Female Actor in a Drama Best for The Morning Show.
20 years since she last won.
Yeah. So she was thrilled. It was a very emotional speech, and he was kind of funny during his speech and stuff. But apparently, he was backstage watching her speech, and he got teary-eyed and choked up for her. And then when they saw each other, they were just so happy. They hugged and held hands for a second. So social media is just going gaga this morning over that. So congratulations. Yeah, you know what? It is.
Friends, I made a joke.
Friends, there you go. So yeah, there were lots and lots of highlights last night during this show.
I really enjoyed Joaquin Phoenix's speech.
Really?
Because he spent all of his time just talking about the people who were nominated and how fabulous they were, and you, and my gosh, you in this thing, and you're an icon, and I thought that was really nice.
I thought it was very generous of him, definitely. And you kind of never know what he's going to say. He's one of those people that if you catch him on a bad day, it's like, yeah.
When did Renee Zellweger become so Southern? Y'all.
Right?
Y'all. Is she working on her part or something?
I don't know, because I thought that too. I thought, I don't know, where is she from? Because you kept saying y'all.
And y'all this and y'all. And
yeah. Lovely, though. She looked phenomenal. And she won Best Actress for Judy.
For playing Judy Garland.
And Joaquin Phoenix for Joker. Seriously.
Yeah.
it had to be him.
So the SAG Awards Screen Actors Guild, it's actors voting for actors, which is why
Can you imagine? That's even better.
Yeah.
I would think.
When your peers are acknowledging you, people that you really respect in the industry.
And then the Life Achievement Award went to Robert De Niro, and he, of course, is known for his political stance. And sort of took a couple of shots at how, you can't just stand by when there's abuse of power going on. And then he said, so I'll just leave it there for tonight.
And the point that he made also was, some of us have, he said, if my voice is louder, then I'm going to use it. If I believe that there is really something wrong, that something needs to be spoken about, I'm going to use my position and I'm going to use my voice and I'm going to say it. And he said, I think we all are obliged to do that.
I think he's right. He's very tuned into the political scene, and boy, he's well respected. Everybody that spoke of him.
Look at the body of work.
Oh my gosh! Outstanding performance by a female actor, Renee Zellweger for Judy, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, supporting actress Laura Dern for Marriage Story. She was on her way up and stopped and hugged her dad,
Bruce Dern,
so she got up there and she said, I didn't really realize where he was specifically. So she said, I'm all emotional because I got to hug my dad. Yeah.
And her mother's Diane Ladd. She acknowledged her also.
Yeah.
Being the child of actors.
Yeah, gosh.
Who won the Best Supporting Actor? Who was that guy? I can't remember now. Do you remember? No.
I don't recall.
Neither do I.
Another big development last night was the movie, the international movie out of China, I believe.
Parasite.
Parasite won for Best Ensemble in a movie, and that's unheard of.
A foreign film.
Yeah, a foreign
language film.
Foreign language film with subtitles and everything, and they had a translator come up on stage with them and stuff. They were so excited. They got a standing ovation, which was just lovely. So that's history right there.
Oh, you told me Brad Pitt won Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Oh, and Leo DiCaprio.
Yes, he did.
Did he win? Did he win? For Best Actor?
I don't think.
No, Joaquin? What?
Yeah, Joaquin.
Yeah. Hi, Tim. Have another cup of coffee.
So it was a good show. And you know what? Very concise. When it was done at 10, I was like, oh, it's over. It went over a little bit. I think it went over 8 minutes or so. But great show.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was fun.
In 1982, on this date, Ozzy Osbourne in Des Moines, Iowa, this was the date where he did that thing on stage. He bit the head off a bat.
He really did that, did he?
So here's the scoop. There was a 17-year-old fan named Mark Neal, and he showed up, and Ozzy Osbourne was known as the Prince of Darkness. It was heavy metal. He'd been known, people had throw like meat and stuff on the stage in the past. People threw like rubber snakes and stuff. And so this guy, Mark Neal, brings a bat to the concert. Like
a real one?
Like a bat.
Like a real one?
Like a real bat. And he threw it out of the stage and it landed at the feet of the bass player. And the bass player kind of looked at the bat and looked at Ozzy and gestured, and Ozzy went over and picked it up and bit the head off of it. Ozzy says, I immediately knew something was wrong. Now, I don't know whether he must have thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Because he said, I immediately knew something. Oh, gosh, there's the picture of him doing it. He said, I immediately knew something was wrong. He said, when I felt the warm goo.
Oh.
And then the aftertaste.
Oh.
And he said, and then the head twitched in my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Now,
oh, my God. Seriously. That's gross.
However,
jeez,
Mark Neal said, it's not possible that was dead. So maybe he was just...
Oh.
Anyway, that's Ozzy's story, and he's sticking to it.
Either way, dead or alive.
He says, oh, me.
Yeah.
I didn't just go and eat a bat, did I? Yeah, you did, Ozzy. You ate a bat. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was rubber, apparently.
Hey, speaking of like music and rock and roll, it's Disc Jockey Day. You must have friends who are DJs.
Yes, I do. I was the DJ years and years and years years ago. Hated every minute.
Did you hate it?
Oh gosh, it's so lonely.
It's lonely.
You're in a room by yourself talking to people who aren't talking back to you, and you're playing music, and I found it very lonely.
First DJ was 1909, Luann.
Woo.
His name was Ray Newby. He was 16 years old. He was a student at some school, the Herald College of Engineering and Wireless in 1909. And the school was located in the Garden City Bank building in San Fernando, California. And so it was an experiment.
16.
He was the first one to go on and play records over the airwaves. No one had ever done that before. The disc jockey term came from Walter Winchell. He was an American broadcaster.
Yes.
1934 was when that term came about. And it honors the death, the reason it's Disc Jockey Day today, it honors the death of Alan Freed. Alan was one of the most influential DJs in the 1950s. He's the one who coined the term rock and roll, or he popularized the term rock and roll. Alan Freed.
Really?
So happy Disc Jockey Day to all those people who are out there on the radio.
And now it sort of means something different, because now they're called announcers, radio announcers, and DJs are the people who play at different events.
Right, that's
and
true.
Run them, right? So now it's all,
Well, on the show today, as you might have guessed, Bonsu. I've got Jeannie and Nona here from Bonsu, and then I'm talking to Paula Rossetti from Sault College about the athletics program there and a really cool sporting event that's coming up. So plus Luann has the news. It's a great Monday morning. Stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim. We'll be right back.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Angelo, it's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother. Listen, you bring 10 gallons of flat eggshell or white paint.
This past year, we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
This is ONNtv.
It's that time of year. It's Bonsu's coming up. Okay, so I've got Jeannie and Nona here from Bonsu. Are you the president? What are you now? What are you called? Chair?
President/manager.
President/manager. What about you?
Director.
Director. Wow, I got the heavy hitters here today. You guys, what an exciting year. This is how many years old are we now, Bonsu?
57.
The same as me. Yeah, 62?
4. Because you don't count the first year. It's like
I wish I could do that.
When it happened.
56 now.
Yeah. You don't wait a year to be 1.
Oh, that's true. You don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You look good. You look way younger than that.
Oh. Well, it was before. Yeah.
Before our time. Well, no, but really though, Bonsu's been around my whole life.
My life too.
Really. You guys have probably one of the busiest Bonsus I've seen in a while. This, by the way, is a fantastic, what would you call this catalog?
Brochure.
Brochure. But it's massive. It's got so many events this year, great sponsors. Let's start. Where do we begin? How do we unpack this thing?
One of our directors designs and makes this, so she does such a great job. That takes the pressure off
Who's
myself.
that? What's her name?
Ashley Chera.
Ashley, thank you. This is phenomenal.
It's wonderful.
Brochure. If you find one and pick it up, are they all over the city?
They're getting dropped off all over the city. They are at some places, but they will be all over.
Beautiful job. All right, so the official opening?
January 31st.
Where are we going, Nona?
We are going to the machine shop.
Ah, okay.
Again.
I love that because it's indoor-outdoor,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So what events are happening at the opening? What do you got going on?
Well, we start at 5 this year. It is a PD day, but we're not starting early that day.
So is that a Friday the 31st?
Yes.
Okay.
But we open at 5.
5, okay.
6 o'clock, dignitaries speak. Then we have Sue's Got
When you
Talent.
say you open at 5, does that mean the doors open at 5 to the machine shop?
Yeah, and also the bum slides.
And the bum slides
Yes.
open. That's the grand opening of the bum slides. Okay.
Yes.
5 o'clock. So then,
And then we have...
we go inside and what happens?
And we sit down.
Yeah. And
There is hot chocolate
we
from
get
Tim
warm
Hortons.
after bum sliding.
Yeah, there's free hot chocolate from Tim Hortons on Friday and Saturday.
Is that okay?
Yeah. And then after we have our opening ceremony start, we have guest speakers.
Yes.
And then we have 5 of the people from Sue's Got Talent. Entertaining us.
You know what's...
And the winner, too.
By the way, Adrian Sullivan, who won,
Yes.
is going to come on this very show.
Oh, well, he's going to have to...
And he's going to record, pre-record an original tune with his acoustic guitar to promote that event. So there you go. You can check out Adrian right here on the show. You're not going to want to miss this event. I was one of the judges at the Sue's Got Talent, and what a night you're in for. I've seen the names of the 5. One of them is an actual band. Like, it's phenomenal. There's such a range of music. Jazz, like indie pop kind of, and then this rock stuff. It's so great.
Yes, I'm very excited about having them, and I believe they're excited to be there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a kickoff of that. We have Zenga and Casey, they're emceeing.
Oh, from 100.5. No.
Yes.
Am I right? I hope I
Kiss
better be right. Yeah.
and 104.
Is that it? Okay. They're on my radio. That's all I know.
So we're excited to have them. Jeff will be singing "O Canada" and entertaining us after the fireworks.
Right.
So I'm Jeff McNeese. So
Yep.
I'm very happy about that. The Jeff and Jeff show. After the entertainment, we'll go outside, and this year we have returning is the Hoop U Fire Girl Spinners. Except we have 4 this year, so we're excited about that.
That's good because they can stay warm while they hoop themselves.
Yeah. And then the finale.
The fireworks?
The fireworks extravaganza by OLG. So, it's
By OLG, which is, of course,
a presenting sponsor.
a presenting sponsor of the entire festival.
Yes, we're very, very pleased to be involved with OLG.
Of course so. Who else you got this year? Sioux College, you said you're partnering with
Yes.
on something. What's that?
Actually, on opening night, they will be on stage for a minute. The Cougars hockey team, they won the championship last
Isn't
year.
that interesting? Because look who's on the show today.
Yes.
You think I planned this? Paul
Yes.
Lorenzetti. Okay.
Yeah, I just heard that when you were talking. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So they're going to show their trophy that they won. A few of the members of the hockey teams are going to be on stage. So just to, show their wares, what they won.
Right.
And also, they're sharing the evening with the Greyhounds. So-
Wait a minute. At the opening, the Greyhounds are going to be there too?
No,
When is
they
this?
always have Tuesday night, the Greyhound night, on the bum slides.
Oh.
So we're having...
Wait, the Greyhounds come on bum slide on Tuesday?
Yes.
That's fun.
And they slide down the hill and they participate with all the people. We have a lineup generally for that.
Fantastic.
Yes, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then they sign autographs. And so we have the Sioux College Cougars,
Yeah.
women and men's, I believe, coming that night. So we're going to have more than just the Greyhounds.
Hey, on behalf of our friends from Autism Algoma, let's talk about the sensitive sliding. You've got some dates and times here
Yes.
for people who have maybe sort of sensory issues, right?
We have the sensitive sliding. It tends to be a quieter time when they show up. Not as crowded, not as much screaming, not as many people. Some people call and say, "What is sensitive sliding?" They think it's something about a softer hill or something, but it's actually
No.
It's meant for a slower, quieter time.
Yep.
That we want to make everybody inclusive for Bunsen.
Absolutely. So Sunday, February the 2nd at 10 a.m., Thursday, February the 6th at 3 p.m., and Sunday the 9th at 10 a.m. for sensitive sliding. By the way, it's all in here. It's all in this fabulous catalog. Let's talk. Hey, what's this bonspiel, McLeod? You guys are curling? That's very early on the opening ceremony.
Yeah, that's that's the first weekend. They've been around for many years.
It's a whole bonspiel, the
Yes.
31st right through the 2nd.
Yes, but speaking of curling,
Yes.
the Sioux Curling Club.
Yeah.
Now this is just a little tidbit here. I believe that they're putting together It's called the Croak and Curl.
Remember this from when they were here for Amazing Race Canada? They were in the Sioux, and that was the very first time they ever introduced it. They did it over at John Rhodes. So it's basically a combination of crokinole and curling.
Yeah, basically it's like the big red circle. And I believe, if I'm understanding it right, you can get up to 4 teams, and there's pegs around the center hole, just like a crokinole board, and then you have to curl and either bump people out and get in the middle hole. I think that's the rule. Don't quote me on that, but
you can watch the episode.
It's like life size.
I have it because I was on that one on the Amazing Race Canada. I was the conductor on the train.
It's life size crokinole.
Okay, let's talk a little bit let's stop talking about events right now and get to these because I want to talk about these fabulous Nona, tell me about these things. Hang on your coat. So this is a zipper fob. Is that what you call it or whatever? A zipper?
A zipper pull.
Zipper pull.
It also can be on a keychain as well.
Okay, so here's the scoop. Tell us.
Okay.
Actually, Jeannie has a little spiel on it.
I keep trying to get Nona to talk, but Jeannie knows everything. Okay, go.
Okay, basically, Nona's demonstrating.
Oh, you're like the Vanna White, Nona.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Nona Red.
Basically, these are the zipper pulls. Everybody in the Polar Bear Swim will get one of these zipper pulls, but we also have some of them for sale. They are made locally, so boom, that's what we're excited about. Maker's North.
Maker North. We were there. We did an episode at Maker North, which is down on the reverse side of the Bushplane Museum on Lower Church Street.
Yeah, I don't want to say behind the Bushplane, but it's on the opposite side, Church Street.
It's all in the same complex. Yeah. You just get there by that little street down around the corner. Anyway.
The beauty of these little Mr. Bonsus is that they're made with polylactic acid. And for those of you who don't know what it is, I barely do myself.
Polylactic. She taught me grade 3. Hello, Miss Lactic. Polylactic is...
So it's a renewable resource that makes these, and I've been told it's made from like a corn base.
A corn byproduct.
The beauty of our zipper pulls is that as long as you wear them and keep them inside, etc., they will last a long time. But if you throw them in the ground or in water, 2 years to biodegrade versus like 1,000 for a water bottle.
Exactly. They are a biodegradable plastic.
Yes.
Well, not even a plastic.
Yeah.
Because
naturally degradable.
Polylactic acid.
Yeah.
They use the 3D printers at Maker North to create these things, right? So it's locally made and biodegradable. I love that Bonsu is doing that this year. And I know that my friends at Clean North will also like this.
Yes, and they're actually having an event, the first ever event from Maker's North. Yes, it's going to be. It's called the Bonsu Mixer, and it's for all ages. It's on
Sunday, February the 2nd. Maker North.
Yes.
Indoor mixer. Games. They're doing games and stuff?
Yeah, silly games for fun and all ages.
Oh, wait. So if that's on the 2nd, is that the same day as
Yes.
Bon Tots?
You can go around the side.
Oh, so go see Edie at the Bushplane for Bon Tots, and then when it's done, go around the side of the building, and you can go to Maker North for their mixer. That's fun. Oh, helicopter rides. Get out of here.
Yes.
Can Nona talk yet?
Nope.
Okay, helicopter rides. Jeannie, go.
Okay, helicopter rides, they came on board this year. They're going to be leaving and returning at the machine shop site at the back. We're very excited to have them. The last time they did them was 10 years ago.
That long?
Yes. So I'm happy to have them back.
Okay, I mean, it just keeps going on and on. We're going to have to have guests on the show to talk about each of these things as we get closer. Glory Days, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh yes, I just want to say about this, our bands, and most.
You got Jack DeKaiser.
I know, awesome blues.
Listen, when I was in Toronto, I saw Jack DeKaiser. It's phenomenal.
Yes, and
he's
all
gonna
the
be
tickets
at the
are selling
Machine
good.
Shop on what date is that?
Thursday,
February the 6th, and then here's the Glory Days. Is what date is that? Saturday, February the 8th. Lots of music.
Also, Killer Hooks. First Saturday.
They're local.
Oh yes. Almost everybody's local. Even Glory Days has someone from Sault Ste. Marie in there.
Shut up.
Yes,
really?
I went to high school with Serge Troglit.
So
he's
cool.
He's the guy who plays, Bruce.
Plus, there's the pageants and stuff. We didn't even get to that.
My gosh,
The Miss Teen
so
North
much.
and Miss Teen and Miss World Northern Ontario pageant, and also the Bonsu Kids pageant. That's just a fun one. You got the Sioux College powwow. They're doing that on the 9th.
That's such a great event.
And then, of course, we can't forget the Polar Bear Swim. When's that?
The last Sunday, which is the 9th.
And
we have food this year and hot chocolate available on site.
You guys go and get these, and we're going to keep bringing Jeannie. Keep sending me people, and we'll talk every week about what's going on. Okay?
I absolutely send.
Meanwhile, where do we get our buttons?
At all Circle K, Max,
right?
Bushplane, Scotiabanks, and Feed Your Soul.
Oh. We're going to be doing it on location there with Mary.
Oh my gosh, Mary.
Yeah.
The food there is delicious.
So there you go. Buttons there, and $8.
$8.
Gets you into
4 and up.
$4 for what? 4 and up.
Age 4 and up. $8.
Under 4, they're free.
3 and under free.
Is free, okay.
On the back.
Oh, yes, and on the back it
are
has...
the bum slide hours.
Keep it in your pocket.
Pocket friendly, so that, you know, when the bum slide hours and opening night.
You guys are always thinking. Okay, send me more guests.
I will.
Keep us informed of what's still going on. Thank you. Oh, you know what else we're going to do? We're going to do a giveaway because Jeannie bought some extra buttons, so we're going to put together a contest and you can win buttons. I gotta go. We'll be right back with Luann and Mornings with Luann and Tim. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
This is On TV.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
We just got word from Paul Rossetti that he can't be here today. Something came up that took him away from us, but that's okay. I'm going to reschedule Paul, and guess what? Jeannie and Nona are going to come back, and maybe Nona will actually get a sentence in. Because there's still so much to talk about for Bonsu, so I said, why don't you guys just come back? So they're going to join me again for the second segment, and we'll reschedule Paul. I hope things are okay there. Mm-hmm. Speaking about movies and the SAG Awards and acting, right now it's trending on Twitter, what movie scenes always make you cry, no matter how many times you've seen it? Is there a particular movie or a scene that foolproof?
A movie is Beaches.
Really?
Oh my gosh, even
though you know what's coming, right?
Oh yeah, every single time. It makes me think of my best friend. So,
does it?
Yeah,
Lucy.
yeah.
For me, it's A Wonderful Life.
Really?
Yes, when he comes back to his home and sees he decides not to commit suicide, that his life is worth living, and he returns home to see his family. I cry for the entire thing. Yeah. Until that little bell rings and an angel gets its wings, and I'm like, that one, in Terms of Endearment.
Terms of Endearment. That's another one.
Give my daughter medication. Oh my gosh.
Love Story was probably the classic. The first one that I remember.
Brian's song.
Right?
About the football player.
Oh my word, yeah.
I know. See, there's certain movies that you know the plot, you know what's going to happen, you've seen it, but
and sometimes you want to watch it because you want to cry.
Like a cry.
Yeah.
I know.
Weird.
You know what makes me cry?
What?
The new space uniforms. I cry with laughter. Have you heard about the Space Force, by the way, ladies and gentlemen?
Space Force?
In the United States of America, there's a new branch of the military, the Space Force. Because space is the next frontier, Luann. And there are going to be wars in space, Luann. And so the U.S. has developed the Space Force. And they're going to go out and they're going to explore, and if they need to protect space and claim, you know what I mean? Like, they're serious about this stuff. A lot of money. And they've designed brand new uniforms for the Space Force.
I hope they run it better than they're running the country.
They're camouflage, Luann.
They're camouflage?
Like camouflage. Like when they run into aliens, it's going to look like it does when they're in the jungles. They're camouflage Who came up with camouflage uniforms for the space? Have you know that? Is that really it? Oh, that's not what I saw, Michael. That looks like a moon planet. That's not the outfit I saw. The one that I saw was like camouflage, green and black and brown. And they said that rather it was saving them money. Rather than having to design a new outfit, they just used the same camo outfit as every other. Like, come on. Did you never watch Star Trek or anything? Like, could you not get creative and make something with, like,
And then someone like Elon Musk just sent a rocket up and blew it up on purpose and was really happy because he was able to get the crew out, even though that part of the rocket was on fire. They landed in the water and blah. How much money are we spending on this? We wreck this planet. We want to go up in space to find another planet so we can wreck that too.
Don't you see, that's the whole plan. Donald Trump doesn't care about the planet Earth because they're going to invest in all this stuff and have things where you can go live if you're rich in other places, and he's going to be responsible for making it all happen, and he'll have all the companies. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen.
It's craziness.
You're all going to be living in the future. You're going to kill this planet. You're all going to be living on spaceships that Donald Trump is building. Oh, that scared the heck out of me.
Oh, doesn't it?
Give me some good news. Do you have any good news?
I have some good news.
Oh,
so you know what? We're going to get right to that because there are lots of really fun things that happened over the weekend here in Sault Ste. Marie.
And we'll have more good news with Bonsu after.
Yes, we will. Absolutely. So stay with us. Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Province's Audit and Accountability Fund is for large municipalities and school boards to preserve frontline services while identifying savings and cost reductions. The AAF helps municipalities understand their service delivery levels and enlightens future decisions. City Council selected KPMG to do the AAF, which required no money from the city. The Sioux attained the minimum service level for most requirements. Most of the city's municipal services are essential or required by legislation. The city exceeded the minimum service levels in garbage collection, winter maintenance, city planning, and parking operations. Information technology delivered below minimum service levels, though. The mayor acknowledged that the city's information technology needs to be addressed. KPMG found no discretionary services to cut, which leaves little room to reduce costs. The city is taking steps to fix the single deficiency. City Council will discuss the state of the current cold weather warming shelter plan during tonight's meeting, following the recent ice storm that left Siouxites without power for an extended period of time. Councillor Matthew Shoemaker, seconded by Councillor Donna Hilsinger, are bringing forward a motion asking city staff to review the warming shelter plan currently in place and recommend any changes based on the needs of the community, which became evident during the recent year-end weather event that left chunks of the Sioux without power for up to 36 hours. The plan, developed in 2018 after being brought forward to council by a concerned Shoemaker, wasn't triggered during this event, as the temperatures prior to it were relatively mild and not the minus 40 degrees Celsius required, and that's according to Environment Canada standards to activate it. City Council will be asked to invest $100,000 a year into both local post-secondary institutions over the next 3 years during tonight's meeting. Councillors Lisa Vezzo-Allen and Rick Nero will recommend the council earmark and put 20% of the city's economic development plan into both Algoma University and Sault College for the remainder of the current council term. That's a total of $300,000 over 2020, 21, and 22 to support projects at our post-secondary institutions that are consistent with and further the goals of the city's community plan, and encourages both Sault College and Algoma University to work with Deputy CAO, the Community Development and Enterprise Services, and the future SSM team to develop projects or plans either individually or in conjunction with each other to apply for and access the earmarked funding. Ontario's elementary teachers start a week of rotating one-day strikes today, shutting down schools in 3 boards. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario is holding its first strikes today in the York Region, Toronto, and Ottawa-Carleton school boards. The strikes will hit different boards each day this week as tensions escalate between the union and the province. All 4 major teachers' unions are currently engaged in job action as they negotiate new collective agreements with the Progressive Conservative government. The Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation is holding a one-day strike at some boards tomorrow, as is the Ontario English Catholic Teachers Association. Only the union representing teachers in Ontario's French school system has contract talks scheduled with the government, even as they began a Work to Rule campaign last week. 2 police officers were killed in a shooting yesterday in the normally peaceful Honolulu. Hawaii's governor said that in a statement.
But the first thing we heard was gunshot. It sounded like a shotgun type gunshot. Then we heard rapid fire gunshot after that. And then after that we started seeing the smoke. And the smoke just getting heavier and heavier and thicker.
Several houses on fire, and it sounded like a lot of shots or a lot of popping, loud noises going on. So everybody's all right. Some people got hurt today.
A message from the Government of Canada.
At Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we want everyone to build a life that they love, and we teach you how to get the results you want in your mind and your body. Introducing our new small group classes to provide you with a happy and healthier life. Our small group classes are limited to 6 people to provide more personal coaching, while having the supportive group environment. Classes are 10 weeks, and each week you will receive fitness and nutritional guidance that are tailored to your needs. Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we inspire you to move.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Some sad news for Celine Dion on Friday. Her mom passed away.
90 what?
93, I think.
I think so too. She did a concert
like Saturday.
Yeah, and she made the crowd feel better.
Yeah. She really was very inspired and talked about how her mom loved to dance and loved to sing, and she was a performer and she played violin, and she said, you know, my mom would want me to go ahead and have a good time tonight, but more importantly, she'd want you to have a good time tonight. So we're going to do that for my mom.
And I think she also mentioned her mother had been ill for some time.
Yeah, she'd been ill for some time, and they were expecting. She also said too that they were she was able to get to Montreal before mom passed away. Yeah. So she joined all her brothers and sisters. I think there's 9?
I think there's 11.
11.
Yeah, I think there's 11 kids.
So they were all together with her when she passed.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Prime Minister Trudeau sent a message out because apparently what I didn't know was Mrs. Dion was a philanthropist, that she was very generous.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so she had a lot of things that she donated her time to.
Good for her. So, sad loss, I'm sure.
93, though, long life.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. He has a new film coming out.
Yes.
It opens on February the 7th. Doolittle.
Doolittle.
Now, I remember the original.
Me too.
With
who was it?
Oh, for heaven's sakes. He was in My Fair Lady also. Oh, for gosh, Lou. British. Yeah. Anyway, I loved that movie. Apparently it bombed at the box office. The original Dr. Doolittle.
Is that right?
Yeah. But like the push me, pull you and all that stuff. Like, I remember all that. Anyway, this new one might not do so well at the box office either, Lou.
Oh, really?
Well, they opened it over in, they opened it somewhere bizarre, like in another country, in Korea. See, I find that kind of weird that they premiered I think to get some buzz, I don't know. It was #1 in Korea in the box office. But that also gave them an opportunity to get reviewed. And here's one of the reviews. Messy, uninspired plot, cartoonish characterizations, lifeless direction, and an unfortunately miscast Robert Downey Jr.
Ouch.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of CGI in it.
No, there would have to be.
I'm getting kind of sick of this CGI.
You know what? It's like I'm kind of over the CGI thing.
Co-stars are Selena Gomez and Rami Malek.
Yeah.
And voiceovers by Tom Holland as a dog named Jip. Now, Tom Holland, Keith and I just watched the Spider-Man.
Oh.
With Tom Holland. Talk about CGI. I hated that movie.
Really?
I like Tom Holland as an actor. He's lovely. He's adorable. Some really cute performances. I hated that movie. I didn't understand it. Jake Gyllenhaal was in it, and I thought it was stupid. The CGIs were overwhelming. I really, sorry. I hated Spider-Man. But isn't he cute, though?
Yeah, he is.
He's a nice little actor. Anyway, CGI, Luann, it was just like...
Yeah, too much. Get a real lion in there and try and get him to talk to Doolittle.
There, that'd be fun.
Right? I'll get you some ratings. Who's coming up again?
Well, we're gonna bring the Bond Soup people back because we barely...
there's so much going on.
Because there's way more we want to talk about. So we've got more Bond Soup for you coming up with Jeannie and Nona right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim. I gotta get a fresh cup of coffee.
Angelo, it's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother. Listen, you bring 10 gallons of flat eggshell or white paint.
Recently, the Government of Ontario Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
There was just too much to talk about, so I'm sad that Paul Rossetti couldn't be here, but I'm glad that you're back again because there's more we didn't talk about. So, for instance, Mr. Bonsu's ride. Tell me.
So Mr. Bonsu actually does a lot of visits, schools, daycares, seniors, just events, and
he goes everywhere. I love when he shows up.
About 100 sites.
Yeah.
He does like 100 visits?
Yes, it's a big schedule and a great group of volunteers that walk around with him
and assist him.
Yeah.
And so how does he get from place to place?
Well, our friends Judith and Brent from Maitland Ford.
I just had Judith on the show last week from Maitland Ford Lincoln.
Yeah, they have been gracious enough to donate an F-150, brand new, and to Mr. Bonsu to ride in style. It's amazing. He will get to all these places. It's wonderful. They've done a great job.
Can he actually fit in a Ford F-150?
Oh, it's got the club. Oh, yeah.
He can, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Those are spacious trucks then.
Yes, they are.
Because he has a large dome.
Yeah.
He has a big snowball head.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to bring in that picture. Okay, when you come back on again, and I found it, the picture of me dressed as Mr. Bonsu. When I was, did I ever tell you this story? No, I'll tell you another time. It's funny, but it's sad and tragic and funny. Anyway, and what's next? The road closure and the thing about the ATV rides.
Right. So we're going to have for the polar bear swim. We're going to have the road closure, which is the bottom of the lake from Queen all the way.
Polar bear swim's happening where?
At the Bellevue Park, right next to where the sailing.
Topsail Island.
Topsail Island.
Marina.
That's where you're doing. That's where you always do it there.
Yeah, at the marina.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. Okay. Yeah. All right. So the road closure is at Queen Lower Lake. You can't drive down there.
It's open to local traffic, like people who live there.
Only the people who live on that street can go down there. Otherwise, parking. Where do the people park?
Well, there's the Bellevue Park parking.
Oh, you park in the Bellevue Park parking and walk through the parking lot and get your exercise before you go swimming in the wherever.
And we need to keep that road open for numerous things such as safety. If there's an emergency
vehicles have to go through there.
And we also have the search and rescue down there.
Search and rescue that is always involved. And you know who else? That ski patrol goes down there too.
Yes.
Don't they? I know. We're going to do a segment with them too.
Yeah.
The other thing to remember is what date is this? With the
9th. Sunday.
On the 9th.
Sunday, February 9th. Those of you who do tend to take your pets down to Topsail Island, please be warned. On February the 9th, what's going on? ATV rides?
Yes, on Topsail Island.
This is the 3rd year. It's Honda. They do the free ATV rides. They provide helmets, and they line up and they do the loop around
Great Lakes Honda?
Yes, Great Lakes Honda.
Thank you, Great Lakes Honda. That's our friends also.
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah, they're great. So they're great, Lakes Honda. So don't bring your dogs down to Topsail on February the 9th. Go to the dog park. Okay. What else? Now, I wanted to talk about Jay Case and Jesse Marino.
Yes.
Because I've had them both on the show, and I'm fans of both of theirs.
So
and
good.
You get to see them both at the machine shop.
Yeah, double bill.
Double bill. great night, and that is when? Friday, February the 7th. Again, Torchlight Skate. What's that, you guys?
That's at
the trail in the downtown. There's a Torchlight Skate.
Yes.
That's going to be so pretty. You could do the Torchlight Skate and then skate over, then go over to the machine shop and watch the concert. This is why I love Bonsu. There's so much to do.
And we have a student price too, so it's under 18. It's $15 to get in.
Okay, this other thing that I like was, this is something that I was involved with when I worked at Algoma Public Health. We got involved with the Bonsu Winter Olympics. So it became the kids from the schools, then the student senate, and the student trustees, they got this idea that they wanted to do like an Olympic event, an outdoor Olympic event. And then they ended up getting the other idea of teaming up with Bonsu to make it under the umbrella of Bonsu. And it's so much fun. We're going to cover it that day. It's down at the machine shop in the yard there. And they do all these kind of Olympic events, all winter themed. There's a tug of war. And they do ice hockey, what do you call that? Ringette, maybe?
Yes,
I forget.
yeah.
Anyway, they play all kinds of games. It's hysterically. Some of them are fun and some of them are serious. It's a great outdoor event for the kids. So, and that's all. That raises a good point, Jeannie. Some people think that Bonsu runs everything that goes on during the weeks of Bonsu. Tell me a little bit about what the breakdown is and how really some things are Bonsu events by the committee and some are other events that are by local people putting it on under the auspices, under the umbrella of Bonsu.
Yeah. So basically Bonsu is a non-profit.
Yes.
So right now we operate solely on volunteers and the generosity of local businesses and the community as a whole to make our event happen. We do have two kinds of events.
And the button sales.
And the button sale.
Yes.
Yeah. With our insurance and there's the costs are amazingly.
Phenomenal, right?
People have no idea really what it costs
to put on this.
Yeah, it's $10,000 just for the bump slides. When you add man hours and gas and I know it just seems so simple, it's a snow hill, but it really is. It has to be packed a certain way.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot more to it than just bump slides. But anyways, in saying that, we love the bump slides and how awesome they are. But basically there's two kinds of events. There's our events such as we hold the fireworks, bump slides, family dance and things of that nature. Specifically, most of them are down at Machine Shop, indoors and outdoors. But we also have events that are not ours. For example, the Kiwanis Pancake and Trivia, the pageant, and things like that. They basically advertise under our umbrella. We don't run all these events. We look to the community to come up with events, and then we advertise them as a Bonsu as a whole throughout our city. So, it makes the community is Bonsu. They bring in the events, we bring in some events, and we work together to make this happen every year.
Right, and so the bands and stuff, that's all you guys?
Yes.
Okay, the pageant, let's talk a little bit about this Miss Teen, because back in the day, there was the Miss Bonsu pageant. I actually have quite a few friends who either were Crown Miss Bonsu or were pageant princesses. Those events were always so much fun, and I know that things have shifted now, and nobody wants to glorify or objectify. It's not a beauty pageant. Let's get clear on this.
Right.
What these pageants are doing now, and the focus has shifted to empowering young women, making them gain self-esteem, confidence, giving them the ability to learn how to speak in public, to meet people, to socialize. It also talks about their developing talents, and it's so much more. And I know people who participated in the Miss Teen Northern Ontario pageant as well. And they've always had a wonderful time. It's been an amazing social experience, and they walk away with great friendships. So say what you will about pageantry, but I believe that this is a fun event. It's ages 13 through 17, and we have local representatives?
I believe we do.
Okay.
Also, we also have the older group.
The Miss Northern Ontario, that's 18 to 29.
The world.
Oh, that's the world, right. Northern Ontario.
So basically, it's like a feeder pageant. Right? So all these happen in different provinces, etc., and then it goes on.
They can move on.
Right. And they found that in the Toronto area, to travel down there for 1 or 2 days, it was a lot. So they felt like they weren't getting the northern potential that was available.
Right.
So this is an event that falls under the umbrella of not our event, but it's somebody else advertising.
Somebody else is advertising, yeah. And running it as part of Bonsu.
Yeah. So with that, they came up with the Bonsu Kids Pageant.
A kids pageant?
Yes.
For the little ones?
Yeah. And
what age is this for?
It starts at under 1. But
you can have a Bonsu baby.
Yeah, it's meant as a fun, it's not a diva kind of overkill. It's a fun, kids,
And
families,
there's
etc.
categories for newborn to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11. So they can get more information by emailing.
Yes.
Social.
At bonsu.on.ca.
That is your email address, at bonsu.on.ca.
Right.
Okay. Once again, everything that you need to know is right here in this amazing booklet, which is you're going to find around town. What's Bonsu Mario Kart Super Smash Tournament?
Oh, that's fun.
So I think our 3rd year.
That's fun.
Okay, how much fun?
It's actually all ages because an 8-year-old can beat a 20, 30, or 40-year-old. So it used to be in breakdown of ages, but now it's...
And a chess night. Well, I learned how to play chess this year, so maybe I'll go for the chess night. You got something for everybody, seriously. It's Bonsu. Do we have a theme song still for Bonsu?
Yes.
Do you?
I can send it to you.
I love that theme song. I want to get it. Okay, we'll be back with Luann right after this. On Mornings with Luann and Tim. And Bonsu!
It's hunting season, so this is probably pretty stupid, right? Actually, hunting accidents kill somewhere around 2 people a year in Ontario. Smoking kills 16,000 a year. So, what's really stupid?
So I'm going to talk to Trina about putting together a little contest to give away a couple sets of buttons, because Jeannie brought us some and we need to have some for our press, but other than that, I'm going to do some giveaways for Bonsu here on the show. So stay tuned, we'll do some trivia and you can win your Bonsu buttons.
So much going on with Bonsu. Thank you so much to KC Security, as always, for sponsoring the show for us this morning, and we will see you tomorrow morning for Tuesday's edition. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.